Hey guys!
Hello!
So this week we are, showing off and getting ready to do some improvements and upgrades on the newest toy here in the studio, which is a 1940s RCA Art Deco equipment cabinet.
It's like, what, 8 feet tall maybe?
Just about, yeah. Just a couple inches under 8 feet. So, we're going to be doing some custom work in here to show off some of our skills. And, I don't know, I thought we'd share the process with you guys. So here's the rack, and we're going to get working on making some 4U panels. If you note these Art Deco lines here, they just happen to fall at the junction point between 4 rack units. So we're going to make some wooden hardwood rack panel blanks to fill up the space. And then later, not this week, we'll start working on some custom equipment to put behind those wooden faceplates. You excited?
You know it.
It's gonna look beautiful.
Yep.
So I got this big sheet of plywood here, and it's like 1/8 of an inch thick. It's got this stuff on one side, and then it's got a nice light sort of birch look to it on the other side. Now we're gonna go for the birch on here. And we did all the measurements, and if we break it up into 4U sections on the big rack, we need 19 inches wide, and we need 77 inches long. And there's going to be some losses in the cutting. So I've got a clean 86, so we're fine there. And to work with it in the shop, it needs to be a little more narrow. And I'm not going to trust the jigsaw to do my final edge. So I think we're going to go 19 inches in for the final cut, but for the cut before that we'll go 20. And then I'll run the jigsaw down the 20 line, and then we'll bring it in and cut off each of the 7-inch 4U sections, all 11 of them. And then we'll trim off those ends to 19 inches.
Okay.
So they'll be perfect. Okay, so there's 20 there, and I believe this is the factory cut. Kind of making that assumption, but this thing's been laying around here for a long time, so there's no way to be sure. It looks pretty clean though. So I got my 20 going over there. I get 20 going over here. And I've got an 8-foot straight edge, which should be long enough for this whole piece. Grab the clamp so we can clamp down that straight edge and make it easy on ourselves. There's one side. The other side. Now I can just run down this edge. Keep in mind this is the rough cut, so it really doesn't need to be pretty. I'll be attacking it with a jigsaw after all. Needs to be dark enough so that it's easy for me to spot. Hope that's not an inch. It looks like less than an inch, but I hope it's not an inch.
It's not an inch.
It's all you need for any project. It's Addy, pencil, Stanley, a straight edge.
And a mouse saver.
Well, yeah, mouse setter helps to correct the extra features built in by the Addy. Is that how it goes? The pizzazz, a feature, not a bug.
The flare.
The flare. Alright, so there's 11 blanks. Yeah.
And what's the next step?
Either that or it's an engineered beam.
Uh-huh.
We gotta figure out where the holes go and get them all drilled nice and clean.
Okay.
Okay, so this rack is probably 1950, 1940s, and they changed the rack thread standard in 1996. So the screws that they used to use are a bit more aggressive, so I can't put these in
All the way.
properly. I need to order some that have the correct thread on them.
Okay.
So this is about as far as we can get for this week. You know, all the panels cut, roughed in, and obviously I'll make some adjustments and stuff. But I numbered all the panels so that the grain will match up. And then we can build all of our electronics to the back of these panels, and big bakelite knobs and nickel plated switches and big old meters and stuff like that. It should be pretty awesome. So that's where we're at now on this. Pretty good progress.
Step 1.
Complete.
Make your rack gear boards.
Step 1 is always build the time machine.
Well, this is a time machine. It's
In a
timing us
sense.
back to the 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
And we're getting older every day, so.
Cool. Alright, well, I'm kind of sad that I can't get any farther until my screws get here. But yeah, when the screws get here, I'll finish this up and give you guys an update after everything gets trimmed up to the exact happy widths that it wants to be and all that.
Okay.
All right, that's it for this week. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
We post videos all the time, so don't forget to subscribe. And follow us on Twitter at TYMKRS.